I was originally born in Charlottesville, Virginia. I was one of 3 children. My mom was a nurse in the Air Force. She was one of 8 children. And she had to raise us all by herself. And then when she was in the military, it kind of enhanced our notion to duty and service. We've tried to make Black history. That's the thing. As far as what our culture is, as far as Black History Month, man, I loved it because it was always I think we had like a big 3 in the response. We had Martin Luther King, we had Malcolm X, and then really when Obama came in, it was like the Obama years, right? So I think those were the big ones for us, and I liked each of them because they had all different kind of leadership styles. With President Obama, when he was in the White House, I thought that it was amazing because I felt like, wow, he did it with a single, he had a single mom, raised him, he had to go through the education by himself, and I really saw a lot of myself in him. So I felt very inspired, and I wanted to be like him. I wanted to be like, all right, well, if he became president, man, I could definitely become a doctor. I think that our society, I think we've come a long way, but I think we still have a long way to go, in the sense that it is still difficult for Black people and people of color, even our Hispanic brothers and sisters and our Asian brothers and sisters, to get those same opportunities that other people may get, just because they're kind of granted that kind of freedom of I already know what you're going to bring to the table. Personally, I was very surprised in that when I applied to medical school, a lot of medical schools are really forward thinking about that. They're saying you may not have had all those extra resources that another person had, but we're actually going to look into that favorably because you had to come farther with less. I was usually the only Black kid in my class, and I had to kind of show that I was here to kind of compete with everybody else. But I was comfortable in that situation because I knew my mom had to do it. It was something that I had to grow up kind of knowing, is that a lot of my friends who I'd become close with, we wouldn't end up being in the same classes together, and it'd be a little awkward and a little kind of isolating to kind of be I'm here by myself. But it kind of became so I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it became such a norm that I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and show out. Then I'm gonna try and do the best that I can. I'm trying to set the curve. I'm trying to be the best who I can be. And so when you think about the academics and think about me, you're like, man, that guy is representing. And I feel like medical school actually was one of the most integrative of all the departments. I think it's kind of a testament to medicine, that medicine's always kind of been a little bit more forward thinking. And then I think that's represented well in our education system. And so now I'm coming up on 4.5 years here. I graduated as a resident from here. I did my chief resident year here, and I'm on my first year as an attending here. And it's been great. I think that I am happy with what I've become, and I want to continue kind of bringing that forward. I want to kind of continue bringing that to the people that are coming after me. Right now my little sisters are they're getting ready to start their educational journeys, and it makes me proud to see them wanting to pursue careers in the medical field and bring that kind of same energy that I had to the medical field. And I think I want to do that for the rest of Fresno as well. I want to see more of our underrepresented people in medicine, our Latino brothers and sisters, our Black brothers and sisters come into the medicine field, because there's a lot of people here that need their care, and especially the surrounding Central Valley. It's the entire Central Valley itself is underserved. And I think it's a celebration that we've come so far and we've overcome so much, but I think it's also a reminder that we still have far to go and we still have a way to go. But it always feels good to kind of sit back and be like, hey man, we're really in this thing, we're really doing a good job, and we can keep it going, we can keep our success going, we can share it.